Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C-Zook Stitch, and today is Saturday, October 23rd, 2021. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm so glad that you are here spending part of your day with me. So welcome everyone. I really missed you last week. I had a friend in town. We had a great time. We went to the Oregon coast, Cannon Beach. For those of you who are familiar, it is one of my favorite places on the planet that I've been. So it was really fun to go there. I hadn't been there in a couple of years, actually. And for those of you who've been following me for a while, you know I just got my first car in 20 years back in December. So it was my first time driving there. So it was really fun. Had a great time visiting and catching up with her. We did a little shopping. We had some downtime at the house, just visiting. I even got some stitching done. So it was a really great visit. And then other than that, work is going great. It's very busy during the semester, but it's going really well. So let's jump into the cross stitch because I feel like I have a lot to share with you today since I missed last week. We are in the middle of a 24 hours of cross stitch marathon weekend, which I'm participating in. This is from the creative mind of Jen Lee. You can find her on Facebook. 24 Hours of Cross Stitch is the name of her group. I have done 8 hours so far. It is almost 1:30 on Saturday, and I've only done 8 hours. I did 6 hours last night after work, and then I've only done 2 hours so far today. I don't know how. It's almost 1:30, and I've only done 2 hours. So I'm going to film this and upload it so that I can get back to stitching because I really want to try to get 24 hours this weekend. And Sundays are a lot harder than Saturdays typically. It is great stitching weather. I don't know if you can see out the window. It's backwards. That's why I can never figure it out. It's hard to tell, but it is a gray, cloudy, very rainy weekend. So it's perfect for stitching. And thank you all so much for your lovely comments on the last video. That was our 100th video, and we were also celebrating 3,000 subscribers at the same time. I haven't had a chance to respond to very many comments yet, but I've read several of them. And just thank you so much for your such kind words and for being with me on this amazing journey. Marzipan Stitcher had a question about the Hawk Run Hollows by Carriage House Sampling that I'm stitching several of them. And we actually have a Facebook group called Friends of Hawk Run Hollow where people share any Hawk Run Hollow pieces that they're working on. It's a really great group. Everyone's super nice, and there's such talented stitchers in that group. So go ahead and join us if you'd like. There's just a few questions to keep the trolls out. But otherwise, we hope that you'll join us over there. But Marzipan Stitcher asked, do you know if Hawk Run is based on a real place? I actually asked about this a while ago, and I think the answer was basically no. It's not based on any real place. It's not designed after any real place. It's just from her creative mind. So I hope that answers your question. It's a great question. I had the same one a while ago, and so I actually reached out and asked. All right, should we get into the stitching? Because we have a lot of giveaways to give away today as well from last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess. But let's get into the stitching first. So, first up, I finished block 2 of, speaking of Carriage House Sampling, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Sampling. My goal on this piece was to finish block 1 and 2 for the year. This was block 2. I finished it. Block 2, and let me show you it. I am stitching this on 32 count Vanilla Latte by Stitch Me. It's the same fabric I'm using for all of my Hawk Runs. And here's where we're at. So block 2, oops, there's block 2. Block 2 is now done. This block took me a total of 39 1/3 hours. Yes, 1/3 of an hour. About 39 and a half. Somewhere in there. So it's a lot of stitching, but I love it. I love how it turned out. I think it turned out really, really well. So this is done. So this meets a goal for the year. Do I have my planner? I have it way over here. This is my planner. A lot of you have been asking Kim Gatz of Stitch and Stuff, Flosstube. You haven't seen that, you should go over and watch them. It's her and her daughter, Sarah. They're great. It's like visiting with friends. She was bringing up that she watched my old planner video and had some questions about that in the Facebook group. I can't remember now, Kim, if that was the Cisa Stitch group or the Magazine Monthly Challenge group. I might do a new one with the new planner because my plan has been mostly the same, but, you know, it just might be time for an update. Anyway, in this planner, this is my goals page for the year. These are all my goals. You'll see a lot are finishes on here. Not all of them are finishes, though. And the highlighted ones are the goals that I have met for this year. And Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, my goal was blocks 1 and 2, so we got to highlight that. It's very gratifying for me to be able to highlight it. As you can see, there were a total of 40 goals starting out the year. I will not get them all done. My calculations, I might be able to finish another 7 or 8 by the end of the year, which is great. But we knew this last year, right? I remember saying on last year's kind of planning video for the new year that this is quite aggressive goal setting. This is my whip go board, by the way. I haven't shown that in a while. The purple X's are the blocks that I've finished. The green highlighted are the ones that have been called. So you can see I'm quite behind. Anyway, so we got to mark off Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I am going to put her away until next year. She will come out next year. And our goal for next year will be the next 2 blocks. I will be filming I'm not sure when yet, maybe mid-December. I'll do a planning for 2022 video. I kind of already know what I'm going to do somewhat. I just have some final things to figure out. But I think maybe mid-December or so, I'll do a kind of what's coming up. It'll be a combined whip parade, goals, all of that. Video in mid-December. I usually do it January 1 because that will be our 3-year anniversary of starting the channel. But I think I might just keep that for a regular Flosstube. We'll see. So I stitched that. So that piece took me a little over 39 hours to stitch that one block, which is a lot. Next, so this was my Sunday spin, and I think I left upstairs what it will look like. This is White Pumpkins. This is a freebie from By the Bay Needle Arts. This is stitched on a 16 count gold Aida. It's okay. I think this, you can barely see this white pumpkin because of my fabric choice, and I'd pulled new fabrics, and then I was like, I don't really like new colors, new threads. And I was like, I don't really like that either, and I just don't know what I want to do with it. So I am going to lovingly dismantle it. I'm taking it out of my whip rotation. I don't have the energy to keep trying on it, at least not right now. I'm going to keep the pattern in case I decide I want to pull it back out and stitch it again. Or stitch it, start over someday. But as of right now, I'm dismantling it, taking it off my whip rotation. I don't do that very often, but sometimes, you know, when your heart's just not in it. This is a piece I started back in 2018, and it's cute. It's a very cute piece, and it's a freebie, so you can't beat that price. It's just, I don't know why, I just don't have the heart for it right now. So that is where we are at with White Pumpkins. It's coming off the whip list. Next up, I worked on, okay, so that was my Sunday piece. So I did 3 hours one Sunday, and then I decided this isn't working. I'm not going to do this. So then I switched my Sunday spin pieces to be Winter Friends Welcome, which I always get the name of this wrong. I usually call it Welcome Winter Friends. Winter Friends Welcome. That is what it will look like. It is in the Stony Creek magazine from last summer, summer 2020. It is the same magazine that my L'Amazing is in. L'Amazing, this one. These are the only 2 I'm stitching, I think, in this magazine. So my goal for the year on this piece was to finish the border And then I had decided I'm not going to put the words in, and you all had great suggestions of just putting more trees in. So my goal for this year was do the border and do this bottom part and put all trees in. And then next year my goal would be to finish this top part and to finish the piece. Well, I finished my goal. I stitched on this for a total of 11 hours. And that finished up the goal. So I'm very excited. I am stitching this on 28 count Vintage Blue Whisper. You can see, okay, so see how I did this? This is the amazing piece. You can see I have a lot of fabric left over. And then I just flipped it around. And this is my Winter Friends Welcome piece. And this is where I got to. So I thought about I had pulled some variegated floss for the trees because there are 3 or 4 colors in those trees. And those colors match the border. The border does have some red beads to put in for the berries, but I'm going to do that at the very end so the Q-snap doesn't break the beads. I love this. The trees fit almost perfectly. The only thing I had to really move was there is supposed to be a space between the border and that part of the tree. And that wouldn't work. But it works that they are both butting up against the border. There are 3 stitches in between each tree. And otherwise I just used the same tree pattern, the same colors. Like I said, I pulled some variegated floss for the trees because I thought, well, that'll be easier, and then each tree will look a little different. But I didn't. It would have been fine, but it really didn't look very good with the colors in the border because I just didn't have the right colors in my stash to kind of make it work very well. And so it kind of looked like it was one of those things where it looked like I was trying to match it, but failed. And so I just went with the called for in the tree and just repeated that tree 5 times. I do have little star buttons that will go on the top of each tree at the end again when I'm all done. So the goal is done. Now this one is actually going to come out in November. We'll talk about that in a minute. I think in November. Let's talk about it now. Yes. Okay, so the November acrostic and theme for Magazine Monthly Challenge came out. I say came out like I'm not the one who put it out. I put it out. So our theme for November for Magazine Monthly Challenge is Home is Where the Heart Is. That is our theme, and our acrostic is home, H-O-M-E. So our goal in Magazine Monthly Challenge is to stitch for magazines. You don't have to. We're not going to kick you out if you don't. Everybody, we really want you to make it work for you. Although the goal is, hey, try to, pull some of those magazines off your shelf and get stitching for them. So the way that, and you can do that however works for you. The way that has been working for me is I really try hard to make sure the theme is out of a magazine, and then the acrostic maybe or maybe not. They maybe just be my regular charts for the month. So that's how I make it work for me, but people do it very differently. It just depends on what works for you. There are times when my theme does not meet, or the theme piece is not from a magazine. But this one, Welcome Winter Friends, because home is where the heart is, and I think that speaks really well to friendship. And so I really, even though I met my goal on this is really the piece I really wanted for Home is Where the Heart Is. I have other pieces that would work, but I really wanted to keep this one to a magazine. So I've met my goal, but I'm going to go beyond. I'm going to go beyond my goal on this. I'm just going to do one day, so that's about 3 hours of stitching, and I'm just going to start, there's a border line here that I'll start stitching on, just to kind of set me up for next year. So this will come back out next month. For that. All right. So that is Winter Friends Welcome from the last summer 2020 Stony Creek magazine. I think it's Darling, and you see it has that little heart charm as well. I'm really excited to stitch the the little critters too. I think that will be fun. Okay, so that is Welcome Winter Friends. Like I said, I stitched on that for 11 hours and it got me done with the border. Next up, I worked on Elegant Pumpkins. This was for the cross stick for October is color. And so I did Elegant Pumpkin 6 hours on it for the O in color O because pumpkins are supposed to be orange. They're not in this case, but this is a terrible picture. I can't find the magazine with the original in it. It's somewhere in the house or in a box somewhere, but I don't know. My high achieving goal for this, which I'm so not going to make for this year, was to just finish the first 2 pumpkins. I said the front 2 pumpkins, that's all you have to do. This one is giant, and I've been working on it for hours, and I'm not even close to getting it done. So I'm not going to meet this goal, but I'm going to continue working on it because why not? This is from a magazine called Just Cross Stitch. It's from the Just Cross Stitch September-October 2011 issue. And I first learned about this because EJ of Sunshine Stitchers is working on it as well. Although EJ, we haven't seen yours in a while, have we? So this is where I got to. I am stitching this on 32 count willow green linen. And you can kind of see in the window. So this is where I got to. I got this whole inside design is done, and then I started it on some of those colors. I love the way that color pops off of it. But there's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of, it's kind of confetti, but not quite. Confetti might be too strong of a word, but there's a lot of color changes in this first pumpkin. So I've done 6 hours on it. I did a total of 9.5 hours somehow. I'm not sure what I was doing, but I did 9.5 hours. Oh, I think it was because my friend was here, and there was a couple of days where we were, just watching TV, and I pulled it out to stitch on it. And I kind of got in a roll. So I got a lot of extra stitching done on this one, but I still don't see how any way that I can finish all of this and then do a whole nother pumpkin, even though it's smaller by the end of the year. But it's going to keep coming out. I'm going to keep working on it. It's a great, it meets a lot of the acrostics I found. So I'm going to keep plugging away at it and get as close as I can to that goal. So I like it. I really like how it's shaping up, but it's a lot of work and it takes quite a bit of concentration because you are changing colors a lot. So this is Elegant Pumpkins. And then I don't have a finish, but I am so close to a finish on this next piece. So close. Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. This is what it will look like. I started this last year with Gary and Ronnie, who started this as a Sal. Was it last year or the year before? My years are very mixed up. But they started each one. I have each of the seasons. This one is spring, of course. And I started them on the first day of the season. And my goal for this year is to finish Spring Quakers. And I am literally on the last page. Okay, so I'm working on this one. I am so close to a finish. It's going to be any day now. So again, it really needs ironing, so I apologize about that. It's a stitch on 28 count Valor by Picture This Plus. So this is what it looks like overall. And then I'll kind of bring it up. The only thing I've really changed on this is the flower names. I'm just using a DMC. So what I stitched on most recently, so I did about 17 hours. I've done more than that now, but I finished page right here. This is page 7. It did not take very long to do because they're not full pages anymore. And then page 8 is the one with the Z in it. So I finished that. I love how that turned out. And then now I'm on page 9. Kind of this big motif that will go down to here. And there's a few other like smaller designs and a couple more backstitch flower names that I have to finish. And then I'm done. I can't believe it. Excuse me. It's just allergies. So that is where we're at. I took it off the Q snaps because I really wanted you to see the whole piece. Let's look at it again. I mean, this is going to be gorgeous. Look at that. You can see the corner where I just have to finish up stitching. I am so close to a finish on this. So that will be very, very exciting. I did 17 hours, and then last night I did another 6 hours. Today I've done another 2 hours, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna push for a finish on that one as soon as we can. So that is what I have stitched on the past 2 weeks. It has been very good stitching, so I'm excited about that. All right, haul. I do have a bit of haul that has come in, so I am excited to show you that. Probably the thing that I'm most excited to show you. I've been wanting these for a while, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask for them for Christmas. And then my friend Andrea said, you know, you should just buy them because they don't make them anymore, and what if they go away? I said, you're right. So I just bought them. I got a pair of Dovo embroidery scissors. I ordered them from the Silver Needle. These are the German-made. These are the special. Oh, careful. 35th anniversary. So it came with this protective sheath because these are very sharp. Can you see how sharp they are? I have not used them yet because I wanted to show them to you. Oh my gosh. Cut. Oh my gosh, they just feel so nice. These are they have a specific name. And they give you this really cool, like, whole bunch of information on the scissors and how they make them, and I think in the names of the pieces of it. So I think it's really cool. I have to read up on this. This is the Pauline. I got the Pauline. They still had some left when I ordered them. I don't know how many more left they have at the Silver Needle, but if you want them, Dovo is no longer making embroidery scissors. So if you can find them anywhere, get them if you have wanted them. And thank you, Andrea, for kind of pushing me to get these. They are going to be treasured, and I'm going to have them for the rest of my life. So I am thrilled about that. So that was a special, very special thing that I got, and I'm excited to use them. A little nervous that I will cut myself because I'm me. I did get the Just Cross Stitch December issue. I will try to do a flip through of this. It won't be this weekend for sure. I'm going to try maybe next weekend to do a flip through, but this is the December 2021 issue of Just Cross Stitch. Then I got, well, let's do this first. So I think it was 2 weeks ago, I showed a Birds of a Feather design, a seasonal design. I blame Andrea for this one as well. She found it, she sent it to me. So I got the other one. So this is summer. This is autumn. Those are all crosses. It looks like it's embroidery, but it's not. And this is spring, I'm guessing. Got a little tickle in my throat. I had to get a drink of water. So I got these Birds of a Feather, so this collection is now complete. And then I was on 123 Stitch, and you know how when you have your wish list and they will tell you when things are on sale? Well, I don't always fall for it, but when I do fall for it, I fall hard. So, as a reminder, I love Hannah Dale Designs, and I am trying to collect, I don't know, maybe 9 of her pieces to do like a Hannah Dale wall. I think it'd look really cute in my hallway upstairs because there's this huge blank wall with nothing on it. So I'm just starting to collect. I think I have one or two already, and I picked up two more because when they go on sale on 123 Stitch, they're like $9 or $10 off, which is huge. If it was, you know, just a couple bucks off, I might not be as inclined, but with $9, $10 off of each kit, I kind of can't pass it up. So I got this one, Kitty. I think it's Darling. And the kits come with everything, you know. It comes with a 14 count Ada. It comes with the floss. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to use the Ada. I mean, I like it because it has this little splotches on it, but I think I'd like something with the holes a little smaller and something not, it's quite stiff Ada. So I'm not sure yet, but, and then I also got You and Me. You and Me. I think that's really cute too. So my goal is to, like, when I stitch these, right, I'll have them kind of all framed the same, and I'll have a 3x3, so 9 total, I think. So I got those. They were on sale. They're going to go in my stash pile. I don't know when I'm going to start them. And then this one was also on sale. It was a Kohler Classic Charts called Bunny Nest. It's designed by Linda Gilliam. This is just a computer generated. I think it's going to be darling for Easter or spring. So I wanted to pick it up and get it in my stash. And this one is also on sale as well. So that is, I think that's all my haul right now. Yes, so that is my haul. Okay, let's do plans and then let's do the giveaways. So my plans are, I am going to continue doing my 24 hours of cross stitch this weekend. My original plan was to do 3 more hours of Spring Quakers and then switch to do L'Amazing because that piece I still need 6 hours to get done this month for the acrostic. And I'm trying to finish that one this year too, which should be, yeah, the L in color for L for L'Amazing, and I want to do 6 hours. So I think I'm going to do, so I've already done 2 hours of Spring Quakers this morning. I'm going to do 1 more hour of this, switch to L'Amazing, and do 6 hours on that. And that's what my plan for today. If I can do all that today, that would be great. And then I was kind of like, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do for my last 9 hours of stitching. But I think I know what I'm going to do for my last 9 hours of stitching. It's going to be Spring Quakers because I'm going to push for a finish. I don't know if I'll get it done in 9 hours or not. Maybe. It's possible. But that's my goal. So I'm going, I mean, could you imagine if I finish Spring Quakers by the end of this weekend? Oh my gosh, I would be so thrilled. I really got to get some of these pieces. I still have Harbor Haven I haven't framed yet. I got to get some of these pieces, you know, ironed up and pull out all the cat hair on them and get them to the framers. Harbor Haven, Spring at Hawthorne Hollow, Spring Quakers. I mean, these are some big ones that I really want to get framed and on my walls for next spring. So 24 hours of cross stitch. I'm going to L'Amazing for 6 hours. This for the rest of the time, essentially, is what we're going to do. And then as we move out of 24 hours of cross stitch weekend here, weekend marathon, we are moving into the last week of October, which I cannot believe how fast October has gone. And what I'm going to be working on is Autumn Quakers. Now, also by Rosewood Manor. So Autumn Quakers is going to be for the R in color for the acrostic, R for Rosewood Manor. And it is also one of my Whipco pieces, I believe. Yes, it's on my Whipco board, and I have not finished. It has not been called yet. It was on there twice. I did one round of it. I have the other round. It has not been called yet, so it'll be called either for November or December. But I'm just going to go ahead and stitch it now because I have a week at the end of this month. This is what it will look like. Autumn Quakers. You'll be seeing this a lot next year because this is my goal for next year is to finish this piece. I'm going to focus on the autumns. And this is where I am at. So right there on the first page, I might have the first page nearly done, close to done. But, you know, we got a ways to go. And there's a lot of color changes. I mean, these colors are so rich and beautiful. But, you know, these pieces have a lot of color changes, but that's what makes them so pretty. These motifs so Beautiful. My original goal on Autumn Quakers for this year was pages 1 through 3, so basically the top line. I'm not going to accomplish that, and that's okay. Yeah, my goal on each, so I have autumn, summer, and winter Quakers yet, and my goal on all of them was to get the first 3 pages done. That won't happen, but that's okay. That's, one of those goals that isn't going to happen, but I'm going to put 15 hours in after 24 hours of cross stitch on this piece and get some good progress to set it up for next year. And next year I'll do a rotation like I did this year with Spring Quakers, where I do 12 or 15 hours each month to work it towards a finish. So I think that's my goals for the week. That's what we're going to be working on. Let's talk giveaways now. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun drawing your names for the giveaways and just kind of reading over your comments and all that. So I had a lot of fun, and I hope you're really, really pleased with what you've won here. So I'm going to go through most of you. I think a couple of you, I have your addresses, and I know several of you have emailed me. I have not responded yet, but several of you have emailed me with your addresses from previous winnings, so I just haven't responded yet. I was kind of waiting on this big giveaway so I can do all the giveaways that I owe from September and now October, set them all out kind of at the same time. All right, let's get to it. So the 2 embroidery kits. The winner of these 2 kits is Rhonda Wise. So Rhonda, congratulations. I think I need your address. So if you can just send it to me at czukstitch@gmail.com. It's also listed in the description box below. Rhonda is a super active member, both in my comment section, but also in all of our Facebook groups. So congratulations, Rhonda. I can't wait to see your embroidery skills on these 2 kits. So congratulations to you. Next up, I had this darling thread keep from Acorns and Threads. It's a really nice wooden thread keep. And then a selection of some of my favorite fall colors from Gast. So 4 beautiful fall colors here. And the winner of this is Linda Van Osdell. So Linda, congratulations to you. I do need your address. Linda Van Osdell. Congratulations. Then we have the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament Magazine, and the winner of that is Kathy. Kathy, I think it's Jester. It's Gester. Maybe it's Gester, but I think it might be Jester. So I apologize. I don't quite know how you pronounce your last name. It's like GIF or JIF, right? But I'm going to go with Jester. So Kathy, I need your address. Congratulations to you. Number 4 was 2 project bags from our wonderful friend Kay, who so generously is making and donating 2 project bags. This is for those who are in the lower 48 states only, as most of these are, unfortunately, due to the mail not being able to be shipped out. The winners of these, I will put you in contact with Kay, and you can make arrangements with her for address and all that stuff. So the 2 winners are Laura T. So Laura, congratulations, and Carnation Luman. Carnation Luman, congratulations to you as well. Laura T. and Carnation Luman, congratulations. Number 5 is Sleepy Hollow Glendon Place. The winner of this is Jessie Rember. So Jessie, congratulations to you. Jessie lives in Colorado, not too far from where my folks live. So congratulations, Jessie. I think I have your address, but if you've moved or anything, please send it to me again, just to make sure. Number 6 was Light My Fire. This is by Ruby Slipper Needlework Designs. Marzipan Stitcher, you won this piece. So Marzipan Stitcher, I need your address. Congratulations to you. Number 7 was 2 PDF charts. This was for our international viewers, since they are not eligible for a lot of the other ones, unfortunately. But we have 2 winners for that one. The first one is Geneva Clark. So Geneva, if you can email me with a link to the chart that you want, we'll go ahead and get that arranged for you and get it purchased and emailed out to you. And then the other winner is Kay Lowry. So Kay, congratulations to you. Kay is another one who's super involved in our Facebook group. So congratulations, Kay. Number 8, Plum Street Samplers. This is Hello Winter. I think this is such a beautiful piece. I love the font that says Hello Winter. I just love it. The winner of this is Jack and Sprat. Jack and Sprat. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I think it's a couple names merged together. So Jack and Sprat, please email me your address. I'll get that sent out to you. Next up is a piece of Aida fabric. So this is color Misty Blue. It's an 18 by 21.5 piece of fabric. It is 16 count and a couple of flosses that would go nicely on it, or you can just add to your stash however you want. It is Classic Colorworks Hickory Sticks and Licorice Red. And the winner of this is Jane in SoCal. So Jane in SoCal, I need your address. Congratulations to you. Next up are 2 planners. This is the planner I'll be using for next year. I know many of you have bought these as well off of Amazon. So I'm going to give away 2 of them. The first winner is a brand new stitcher, actually. She said she's only been stitching for a few months, and so she's trying to kind of get all her materials and goodies and accessories that she needs. It's a Kim-I Love Eeyore 1030. So Kim, brand new stitcher. This should keep you organized and keep all your project organized. And don't worry, we'll enable you to get multiple projects going if you don't already have it. So congratulations to Kim. The other winner of the other planner is Ronnie Dubinsky. So Ronnie, congratulations to you. I do need your addresses, of course. Number 12. We are almost done. Number 12 is this piece of Belfast, 32 count Belfast linen in vintage country mocha. It is a 13 by 18 inch piece and a couple selections of color and cotton threads. Aren't those beautiful on that piece? Or just to add to your stash again. The winner of this is Deb Neal. Deb Neal, congratulations to you. All right, and then the last, I skipped one. I'm so sorry. I skipped one. I skipped number 10, which is the Garon gift certificate. The $20 Garon gift certificate goes to Aunt Nancy, Nancy Gatz. Congratulations to you. I believe I have your email, so you'll get the gift card in your email probably this weekend. So congratulations to Aunt Nancy. She is, again, from Stitch and Stuff. Is she Sarah's aunt? I think she's Sarah's aunt, the daughter's aunt. But she's everybody's aunt now. So congratulations to you, Aunt Nancy. And then number 13 is A Stitch for Sweet Freedom. This chart, and the winner of this is Linda Warner. So Linda Warner, congratulations to you. I need your address. Whew, that's a lot of giveaways. Thank you so much for all of those who participated and for your really, really kind words. I know some of you have been with me from the very beginning. Malene, I know you said, I've been with you from the very first video, which is so much fun. But even if this is your first video, we'll have fun moving forward. I have no plans on stopping. So I'm really, really excited, and I'm really looking forward to everything great coming up in the new year. But send me your addresses, please, so that I can get those sent out to you. And those who are still waiting on giveaways, we'll get those sent out to you as well. Otherwise, have a great Stitchy week, and I will see you next week, everyone. Bye.